Hello everyone, welcome to Added Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 29 March, Tuesday. See, today was a pretty volatile day and it was very much easily tradable, but we took a loss as I was busy with a couple of other things. And this is the 5-minute chart of Banknifty that I've opened. Now, just coming for today's trade, we got a nice sell-off in the morning, right? We got a nice bearish candle from a narrow CPR and got a nice sell-off. So there were multiple multiple short entries that we could have entered, one over here and the other one over here. So we did take this short entry around the first candle, but this one candle, right, where we exited, and by the time we could re-enter, it was already, we were too late for the trade, so just stopped trading for the day. But if anybody could catch this move once when this previous day low broke, there's a nice setup that came in where this CPR, it's one of the CPR setups where this previous day low breaks on the higher side, right? We could hit CPR for sure, and from CPR we went until R1. So if anybody had caught this up move, it was a pretty good one. We did have there's no any sort of like a very good significant bullish divergence as well. But based on the price action, yeah, the moment this candle came, when we went above, when the RSI went above 60, if we could have caught this trade, it was a beautiful trade. And miss is a miss, right? So once we miss this perfect entry, I personally don't chase the trade. See, I missed this entry. I squared off this trade when this candle was forming, my short trade with loss. Then just wanted to wait a bit, and this move was pretty quick, right? So miss is a miss, can't do anything, so just left it. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow on the 15-minute. See, even on the last week I'd mentioned about this gap between 35,970 and 36,068. So tomorrow, if we continue to go up, we could come close to this gap. Once this gap is filled, right, there might be some selling reaction, which we'll have to see how the price action is. We might get a small dip from here, but if this level breaks, the next target is 36,348 for sure for tomorrow. And anything on the downside, we will have to probably only take a shot below this level of 35,487. Once this level breaks, right, only then probably there'll be a good short move. Probably again this low can be retested of 35,000 if this level breaks, 35,492. And just looking at the CPR values for tomorrow, see, today was a pretty narrow CPR, that's why the good move, and tomorrow is a pretty wide CPR, outside CPR, and we could be pretty range bound or sideways. Either, even if we go up, probably will be sideways between this previous day high and R1, or there's a possibility if we get a flat opening, we could be sideways within the CPR range. So a sideways market is expected based on CPR, but lately, even though CPR is wide, we have been getting some nice good moves, right? So if the trend comes, we should just follow it and not wait for too long. For example, if the R1 breaks and this level breaks, definitely R2 and this can be the target we should start trading. So definitely we'll follow what the price is doing, but the best trade would be if wherever we enter, if we get a nice bullish entry, probably booking some profits here at around 36,077, there might be some selling pressure here. If this level breaks, then definitely 36,340. And on the downside, we will have to see if this level breaks, right, of 35,000, almost 35,500. Only then probably we can take a short position. And looking at the open interest for Bank Nifty for tomorrow, we have pretty good resistance still at 36,000. This might be a little difficult to break, and a good support has come in at 35,000. So a 500-point range is pretty good, pretty decent 500-point range between 35,500 and 36,000, around 580 points. We might be within this range based on the wide CPR as well. Now just looking at the global markets, SGX Nifty as of now is indicating a gap up of 47 points. We'll have to see how it's going to be until tomorrow. So in case we get a gap up and say probably come close to this level, we'll have to be careful. A good selling pressure might come, but if this level breaks, then we can see some good up move on the upside, and that's the plan. And even Nifty followed few levels beautifully today, especially the levels that we had marked. This level we have been tracking from some time, right? Today when the fall came, exactly came and took support at 17,007 and then bounced. For Nifty, again, we'll have to be careful at this level, 17,300. There's a very good possibility. See, we have rejected this level 1, 2, 3. And if tomorrow, if we come here, it will be the fourth time we'll be rejecting this or breaking it. So we'll have to be careful at this point, 17,300, because there is a possibility we might come down or break this and go up. In case we break this level, 17,300, then the next good target is 17,380 and then 17,430 for sure. And on the downside, a good short trade would probably come below this level of 17,137 with these lower levels as the target. And even in Nifty, we have a pretty wide CPR, indicating we could be in a we could have a sideways move. And just looking at the daily chart in Banknifty, see, we got this nice retracement after a nice bullish move, and we have made a nice, like in good hammer, a pin bar, right? So we could get some up move until here is what I'm expecting, 36,092 or so. Then we'll have to see whether we are going to make a new high or are we going to come down again. We'll have to wait and watch. And the same thing even on the Nifty daily candle. After a nice retracement, we have made a nice pin bar. This type of a candle is a bullish candle, right? Because we have rejected the lower price with some good volume. So the next target is here, 17,300. Then we'll have to see how the price reacts based on the daily chart. And the open interest for Nifty, see, there's some very good resistance at 17,300. You see the number of call, even today the call sellers have been added, the change in OI. The bottom bars are the change in OI. What happened today? Even today the call sellers have come in and some good support at 17,200, and definitely a good support anything below like 17,100 also is a good support. So Nifty might be a little sideways between 17,200 and 300. That's what the option data is indicating. But always fingers crossed, this option data is pretty dynamic. It can change quickly through the day. See, today throughout the day we were having only call sellers, right, when this fall was happening. Then suddenly the call sellers exited. It was only the put sellers and we got this nice move. So the OI data is pretty dynamic. The only thing that we can do is just go with the view that probably 17,300 would be a little difficult to break based on the open interest added today. You see all the lines over here, the put and the call. The maximum OI was added was at this call price, 17,300. So that indicates it could be a little difficult to break. So that's it for tomorrow. Hope this helps and everybody have a nice trading day tomorrow. Thank you.